If you're in real estate, this is pretty much what I do. I don't know if you can necessarily apply this to other cold calling methods, possibly. I would say I'm very low pressure type of cold calling, more nonchalant, casual, as if I'm just a friend calling them to see if they want to sell. So I am using Mojo. I do have 2 screens. If you don't have 2 screens, I would just highly recommend it because trying to do it on one screen is too much. If you have a really big monitor, consider maybe splitting it up and making the windows small so you have the windows next to each other. So you can do 2 different things at the same time. But in my case, I have my laptop and then I have my big monitor. I had to purchase an adapter to connect. I have a lot of cables, including my Ethernet cable, which I am hardwired to. And if you want any of that, it's all in my description, in my links. So you guys can feel free to order on Amazon. So everything is there. Everything I use, whether it's the magnets for my business cards, the handwritten note cards that I use, the flower seeds that I use, the mic that I use. I actually don't have this one hooked up today because on the adapter, I can only either have, oh, come on, Mojo. I can only either have my mic or my monitor. So I have to have my monitor because I really got to get some work done while I make some calls. And I did not make calls yesterday. Yesterday was the one day out of the month that I didn't call when I was supposed to. And when you start doing this, I was kind of getting FOMO. I was having like anxiety, like, oh my God, I have to make calls. Kind of like an addiction, I guess. And I'm like, I just need an hour. Although yesterday, was it yesterday I didn't do calls? No, the day before. Yesterday did calls for an hour, and then I did follow-ups for an hour, and it was pretty good follow-up. So while we wait for people to answer me, I'm going to go ahead and send off some of these emails. And then afterward, I can go relax. I have a busy next 3 days, maybe more like a busy 4 days. I mean, it's been a busy week. Thank goodness. The trouble is that I just do everything myself, from signatures to paperwork to emails to follow-ups. And it is exhausting. Downloads. And I had a closing today. Woo woo. Replace. Let's get this to the agent. So I have you guys here on my laptop, my big monitor, Mojo on the left, my emails and everything I'm working on the right, so I can kind of like see both. I had a listing appointment and the guy ghosted me, which has been the first time in, I don't know, year and a half. And I actually think I saw him and he saw me and he walked out. And I said, I was here. I have to go. I have to leave. And he goes, I'm sorry. And I was like, enjoy the pool. Because I know I saw him come out of the unit. And he goes, I'm not at the pool. And he just started going off. And then he goes, yeah, that was really weird. And so I'm like, okay, that if it was a FSBO or expired, I would have got it. I would have understood, but he wasn't. And then he's like, well, when can you come, tomorrow or next week? And I'm like, I'm not even answering that or entertaining that. I'm so busy. Thankfully, I have abundance. I don't need to go chasing. Like, how rude. And he actually had canceled yesterday and wanted to reschedule for today. And I told him when I was on my way, I was like, I'm on my way. You could have told me then, oh, I'm not here or whatever. So I always say everything happens for a reason, and maybe the angels or whoever was protecting me was watching over. And that's not something I'm going to chase. It is what it is. And I'm like, you know what? I got to make my calls. I would say if you want to make sure you have a good experience in terms of cold calling, circle prospecting, especially Fridays and Saturdays are always the best. So calling Friday and Saturday is really important. I will be calling again tomorrow. I have a super packed day tomorrow, but I'm still going to make at least an hour worth of phone calls in the morning. And I think that's the best thing to do is when you are super busy, just try and schedule where you can at least dedicate 1 hour. 2 is preferred, but if you on busy days and you don't want to feel guilty about not calling, just do an hour. So that's what I'm doing. I'm here working, doing some emails while I cold call. Oh my God, look at my seller. She just messaged me. What's really important if you can, and I do this for my leads when I have a lead. Oh my God, I'm feeling so overwhelmed. Oh God, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. All is well. All is well. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Sorry, I'm just getting bombarded. So I was just saying earlier, your leads, one of my steps is to Google search my leads and add them to my social medias. So one of them actually, I have everybody everywhere. Like some people are on LinkedIn, some people are on Instagram, some people are on Facebook. So this one lady, she just messaged me. She goes, "You work hard," which is really cute compliment. So you always kind of want to show leads, future prospects you're working with that you actually work. And so they know, no, I'm going to work with Adela. She's a hard worker. She's always working. Not an investor, but it's okay. I'm going to hang up. I'm good. Okay, that was stupid. I don't like that attitude. You're just being stupid. I don't like that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like, I'm going to hang up. You know why? Because I'm in control. And that's the thing. I think a lot of realtors who want to conquer being like good at cold calling, they think they're going to overcome every conversation. You do realize you can hang up. Like this is my beast where I hang up on people faster than I probably should. My daughter called me out on it. She goes, "Mom, why don't you let people say goodbye? It's like you say goodbye and you click right away." I'm like, it's a habit I have. But if I'm not feeling it, if I'm not vibing with you, if you're being a jerk, and I just don't like it because it's going to affect me, I just hang up. You know why? Because I have 24,000 people to call. And that's all from paying one fee of $50 to Mojo. And I got all these names and numbers. I don't need to conquer this one person who doesn't know me, who won't be able to find me, who won't be able to like claim or say anything or whatever. I'm like, bye. In the middle of negotiating one of the biggest deals of my career. And I can't necessarily give details on that until like March 18th or something. It's a little bit.
At the tone, please record.
It's a little bit overwhelming and too much to get excited for. I'm just trying to stay neutral, as Evie, from the guest who was on Diaries of a CEO, was talking about. She goes, you can't be high. So when you have a super high, you can't be too excited about it. And if you have a low, meaning something bad is happening, you can't be too depressed about it. She goes, you have to be in the middle constantly to keep going. So it'll be record breaking for myself. But I'm in the middle negotiating that, and I will probably be negotiating that for the next 72 hours. So wish me luck. I feel like 60% is like appointments, photo shoots, showings, negotiating, and then like 40% of the business is like all this paperwork. And I just feel like if I had an assistant who knew how to do all this paperwork, I could definitely get to $1 million a year, as that is my goal. And Mojo seems to be pretty good. Guess what? A lot of other realtors are not dialing. So Mojo is actually behaving. Just remember, if it's like the beginning of the year, a lot of these realtors are like on the servers, prime time, 8 to 12, and they're all calling. And so you experience a lot of delays. So that's actually why I like circle prospecting, because number one, I do it on my own time, my own schedule. And number two, I do it when other realtors aren't necessarily calling, and they're not even calling the same people I am. And just so you know, these are very expensive properties. His was probably like 4 million. I just called, and the other people are like between 1.4 to 3. His was a really big property. And I would say I was super nervous calling super expensive properties. I actually just started with calling lesser expensive homes till I felt more comfortable. And now that I have, I feel like I was kind of climbing. And I didn't, for some reason, I did not want to call people in my neighborhood because I thought they would know me, which is so stupid. Nobody knows me. I literally called my entire neighborhood, and I think there were like 3 people, but it's because they're either played with my husband or I met them at an open house and they literally live on the corner from me. But it was cool because then we chatted. So yeah, and then I just kind of zeroed in. I went really far and then just like came closer to where I live. So now I'm just kind of phased. I feel like I'm numb in regard to price. Like it doesn't really matter. I just treat everyone the same, which is really what you have to do. And give the same service. As I like to say, I don't price discriminate. Somebody wants to sell, motivated seller, regardless of what price, I will take it. When it comes to who, not how,
Call has been forwarded to voicemail.
according to Dan Sullivan and Ben Hardy, you have to hire someone who knows more than me. And because otherwise they take away your time and training, and you can't hire someone who knows less than you. Unless there's a real estate agent who realizes that they can't make it work, who knows how to do all the paperwork without questioning or asking me a question, then it would work. Let's see, percentage gross. How I am doing, because today is the last day of the month. I have taken so many listings, and I do this all by my lonesome. What am I at? And there's my husband power washing. Yay. Let's see. Share screen. Cool. Nope, that's not. Is that better? Okay, cool. So 21 leads for the month. I should have been at 25, but it was a shorter month. And even though I was trying to really ramp up, I actually took way more listings this month than last month. 298 conversations out of 350, 3,357 calls out of 5,000. And I called for almost 31 hours, so 9 hours short because I was delayed, and I did not call. Well, I did call yesterday. It was Wednesday. I did not call, but I did get to my 6 appointments. Today's ghosted me, and that's okay, because it happens, although almost never for circle prospecting. So hopefully this is inspirational to you. I did not get any listings today, but I'm not worried because guess what? I got 21 for the month. And all it cost me was my time. I did not pay anyone. I did not pay Zillow. I did not pay Realtor. I did not pay an ISA. I did not pay Google. I did not pay homes.com. So my profit margin is super huge. Anyways, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button. I'll see you guys later. Bye.